Hey guys, it's Tom. So just want to give you a really quick look at kind of where we're at on Hunting Life VR dev season. And so this is the barn. This is kind of your home base of operations. Here you can control which save game you're using, pick different weapons. I have the over/under. I have the another skin that I could purchase for that, as well as pump shotguns. We do have semi-autos coming, and I believe I have an over/under coming. Specialty shop lets you kind of get power-ups for a day, basically. So the polarized glasses makes the birds easier to find by putting a outline on them. Hunting buddy lets you shoot double the limit. Hunting vest carry double the number of shells. Different options, bird populations, whether we're spawning game birds, things like snap turn and head steering versus hand steering, things like that, as well as the graphics option. The game laws, basically you get fined if you break one of the game laws. The hunting hours are not correct on here, nor the fines, but if you hunt in no hunting areas, that little sound just means that it is now time to start hunting, 7:21 or 7:20, um, or if you shoot something other than doves, which right now I have non-game birds turned off. We have crows and sparrows and things like that that run around. Also stats, number of bags you've bagged versus killed, and thus computing how many you've lost, longest shot and shortest shot, heaviest, number of finds. There's other stats that kind of pop in as you accomplish certain things that I'm not going to talk about. Actually, I'll talk about one of them. One of them is it's possibility of getting a banded bird, and so you can track your banded birds in here. Each one of these certificates is a different location where the birds could have been banded. Things like Texas, Indiana, Coahuila, Mexico, Saskatchewan, Canada, things like that. And so it'd be pretty cool to actually fill out all of these. The banded birds are pretty rare, but not insanely rare. These are achievements, and so like melee range, if you kill a dove with a shot distance less than 5 yards, then you earn that achievement. There's one for getting a banded bird. There's some over here. Bag a dove specifically banded in Texas. God bless Texas. Get your whole limit before 8:30. And then the gold ones, a lot of the gold ones are hidden, so you don't really know what they are until you achieve it. But there's one for that's actually already changed. I just haven't changed the text. If you collect all 43 possible locations, states and provinces, or bag 15 birds on 15 shots. And there's more coming as well. And then up here, we have some special stuff that I'm not going to tell you about because we want them to be special and be a surprise. So hopefully you'll encounter those. So we got sun coming up. Let's get out and hunt some birds. One other thing, this barn over here is kind of our tutorial area. This is just a temp video and stuff, but basically you can come in and it'll play videos to show you how to play the game, stuff like that. So, all right, let's come around here. Let's come out here to this pond. I'm going to use the side-by-side. In real life, I hunt with an over-under. And so I like the break action better than I like the pump action. The birds will follow somewhat of a realistic pattern. We still have a lot of level design left to do. There's a lot of areas that are just roughed in. And so right now there's only like 4 places for them to get water. So they do tend to concentrate at those places right now. It's a little early in the morning for them to be looking for water. Although there's one and he landed in the water or right on the edge. And so to reload, you just reach out and grab the barrel, pull it down using the thumbstick called the grip switch on the left. And then if you hit the B button, it'll grab a shell and then you just stick it in. Oh. And there's a banded bird. That one was banded in Kansas. And so that little sound means that I've earned an achievement. And I'm 2 for 2. No. When did I take 2 shots? Oh. And I'll apologize now. I'll probably get distracted by the birds and forget that I'm recording a video and need to be explaining what's going on. What's been fun? I mean, I love writing code and stuff too, but it's been so much fun just testing this. And I'm not a big. I should have shot that guy too, but I didn't want to lose the line that I had on this bird. I don't really love level design, but something that's been really fun with this one is putting pieces of me into it, or pieces of my past. That gate that heads out into that pasture and that hayfield, that's modeled after my grandfather's land where I cut my teeth hunting, where I first dove hunted, and where I played bird dog when I was a really little kid for him and my dad and uncles and stuff. There's other areas that are based off places where I've hunted when I lived in Tennessee. I mean, in Indiana, there's places out here modeled after places that I hunt here in Tennessee where I live now. And so it's been really fun to kind of take some of those and put them into the game, and kind of a composite of my past and my experience. And that was a shot that probably was never going to hit. They seem to be flying all around us. They do actually spook. I probably should be sitting closer to this tree because it does hide me a little more. They should start wanting water pretty soon. They don't always follow the same pattern every day. And so it is a little bit unpredictable, but typically they will go for food as soon as sun comes up. Then they go for gravel, and then they tend to go for water. Now this pond does have some gravel, and so the ones that are coming in now may be coming in for gravel as opposed to water. But then they'll roost through the day, and so you probably won't see too many birds. It is possible, but not likely, that you'll kick one up out of a tree when they're roosting, but typically they'll just sit there. Okay, we're going to call it a day. We'll turn back home. Let's run in and look at that band certificate real quick. Cool thing about the certificates is that it does show you the age of the bird. And so like that was Kansas and just almost a year old. And so, it's just kind of one of those little things that'll be fun to collect and see, how old of a bird you find. It is possible that you get some really old birds. Doves in real life, average life span is only about less than 2 years, but they've also tracked some that lived for 10, 12, 15 years. And so there's very small chances that you'll find something that's really old. There's also very, very small chances that you'll find some even more special things than banded birds, and so we're going to let those things be a surprise. But there's also a little like clay pigeon launcher setup. It's not really a skeet range. It just launches clay pigeons. If you wanted to shoot some clay pigeons, I am much better at birds than I am clay pigeons. Shot behind that one. There we go. Stand 2 over here, same launchers, but it is definitely a tougher angles to shoot at. You got your sunflower fields. We've got this whole area here in the middle is a no hunting area. So we've got the sign saying no hunting, but if you bring up your PDA, it shows you there as well. So anyway, that's just a real quick look. Graphically, level design wise, we're still doing a ton of stuff. It's where most of my time's being spent right now. Feature wise, we're really close. Just need to get more content plugged in. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the little preview.